The Bahamas are part of the Caribbean community's pledge to support Cuba's removal from international sanctions and the blockade by the United States.
Well, at the opening of the 5th CARICOM-Cuba summit in Havana today, the region spoke loud and clear with one voice in its position regarding Cuba. This as President of Cuba, Army General Raul Castro, reaffirmed his commitment to the region, joining forces with the Caribbean for more opportunities and accessing international grants and funding. As Clint Watson tells us tonight, the Caribbean has turned out in full support to see the advancements of these talks.
Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie among the regional leaders of the Caribbean, greeting President of the Republic of Cuba, Army General Raul Castro, as CARICOM convenes its 5th CARICOM-Cuba summit in Havana. Speaking on behalf of the 14-member CARICOM, Chairman of CARICOM and Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, the Honorable Gaston Brown, reaffirmed the region's support for Cuba.
As far as we in CARICOM are concerned, Cuba is not a four-letter word. Cuba is an integral part of our Caribbean family, and one that we cherish, and one for which we demand respect by every nation with no exception.
Having said that, the chairman of CARICOM leaders wasted no time in calling for the U.S. blockade against Cuba to be lifted.
CARICOM's solidarity with Cuba is manifest by repeated calls year after year in every council, in every part of the world, for an end to the embargo of Cuba by the United States of America. And I make this call now from this capital in the presence of the Cuban people and on behalf of all the governments and people of the Caribbean. President Obama and representatives of the U.S. Congress, end this senseless embargo against Cuba now. Let the Cuban people thrive.
Cuba is quickly transforming from what once was a closed communist country to one that is open to welcoming the world. The revolution has pushed this island nation into a new dispensation, interested in partnering with its regional counterparts for a more united and progressive hemisphere. It is the view of CARICOM that when the U.S. blockade is removed, the curiosity that this nation has built internationally will be the driving force for the sudden growth of tourism. Based on this factor alone, the region, in particular the Bahamas, doesn't want to be left out.
If Cuba and Caribbean countries can establish the air transportation links and a network of collaboration between our hotels, multi-destination tourism that offers the distinctiveness of our culturally rich countries could be a winner for all of us. Enfermedades mortales y guerras.
Officially opening the summit, Cuba's President Raul Castro promised to honor the pledges his nation has made to the region to assist in various areas of achievements, such as healthcare, education and training, and technology. He said Cuba remains unwavering in its support for the rights of small and vulnerable countries in accessing trade and investments. He joined the Caribbean in calling for his nation to be removed from lists that jeopardize their economic development and commercial exchanges with other countries. The president says he will never forget the unwavering support of the Caribbean community to the world to remove isolation from Cuba. At the end of today's meetings, there is expected to be a signed declaration on what has been agreed on from these meetings. In Havana, Cuba, Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.